If you watched the modern lesson all about Learnist, then you know about Grockit. Grockit are the people who have a really awesome online tutoring tool that you can use for free for a little bit, and then you have to pay to continue using it. But it has a lot of great tools for free for quite a while. So you can basically use Grockit for test prep for the GMAT, SAT, ACT, LSAT, the LSAT, GRE, and a few other university admission tests. So there's a ton of ways that Grockit basically helps you learn, and I'm going to show them to you right now. So we're going to close out of the main homepage, and I actually have a few pages loaded up already. So I'm taking a sample or a temporary trial right now, and I said that I want to study for the GMAT for business school. And this is my main homepage right now. I haven't done too much, but I have taken a quiz and tried to do a little of the social learning that they offer. So what you can do is build your own study plan, which is a really helpful way to sort of stay on track. And you can take a diagnostic and for your verbal or your quantitative. And what the diagnostic does is shows you exactly what you need to work on. So in other words, it tells you where you're stupid. If you want to do better on your GMAT or any other test, then take the diagnostic as your first step and continue on. So you can basically do a ton of different things. You can practice, you can watch video courses, you can even get some actual real person tutoring. It's extremely useful. There's even live sessions that you can do. And it's just a really fun learning experience, kind of like modern lessons. So let's just check out what the video courses looks like. Pretty self-explanatory right here. They have a few videos. They're hosted on Vimeo, and they're all pretty helpful for getting you started for learning. Tutoring you can do as well. You have to buy that separately. And we're just going to go back to study plan right now. I'm not going to take the diagnostic because that's a little boring for you to watch me take. But I'm going to instead show you a few other things. So I have a sample test prep question right here. So I did a social learning trial, and it offered a question. So it wanted to know down here about sales tax. So this is good for my business school prepping, basically. I just picked a random example really quick, and it was wrong, unfortunately. But it doesn't just tell me I'm wrong, it tells me why I'm wrong, and it tells me what I should know about that on the GMAT. So they really go into a couple more levels deeper than you'd expect than a simple yes or no, that was right, that was wrong thing. Similar to Quora, if you're familiar with that, you can follow questions right here. So you can hit follow this question, and that's useful, and it'll populate in your homepage. So we're going to close out of that, assuming that we don't want to watch the video explanation, which has a little frowny face on it. I like that. So we'll close out of that. And remember when I showed you the videos? This is what it'll look like. So here is a sample video right here, so you can just watch it. And they'll walk you through a few different lessons. And you can always post questions, which is really helpful. So a lot of these are technical right here, but sort of down here in the stream, it really talks about all the important stuff you should know about. So you can ask a question, and then it'll also tell you right here, it'll timestamp your question related to the video. That's something that you don't have on YouTube or Vimeo, and it's really a great way. So you can say, I have a question about the 5-minute mark, about XYZ, and it'll show up as a question for that time. All right, and the last thing I want to show you about Grockit is the question and answer page, which is pretty awesome. So you can search for any video. We're just going to search YouTube for videos, and it'll automatically populate all the public question and answers that they have surrounding each video. So I just searched GMAT. You can search for any other kind of thing, of course, but this guy talks about how he studied for the GMAT test, and then you can view the public question and answers, which is really pretty cool. So this one has just one, but as an example. So I didn't pre-screen any videos for you or anything, but basically it's really a simple way to learn with others. That's why they call it the social learning tool. So we'll just go back to the main page, and I suggest you get started after creating an account, which you can do using Facebook if you want, by taking a diagnostic. So you can do it in quantitative or verbal for the GMAT. Just hit Take Diagnostic, and it'll walk you through all the questions. So there's just a dozen questions, and it'll want you to answer things kind of like this. So I'm not going to take it because that would skew the results, because I would just click random things at this point, in all honesty. And I don't really want to take the GMAT. But if you're interested in taking the GMAT or any other kind of test, check out Grockit. It's a great tool. I know the people behind it, and they're great people to chat with. So reach out to them if you have any questions.